All right, this is gonna be a weird one. Yeah. So, should I really talk about the history of Teletubbies and me? Well, I saw the fad when it first came out. Was I a part of the fad? Well, considering no cable, what else do you think I was forced to watch? It's like it was either PBS or good luck with the adult content. Not like X-rated content. I mean, like adult content, like freaking Judge Judy and Ricky Lake and well, not Jerry Springer. Yeah, definitely not Jerry Springer. Oh no, just like the things kind of just was boring. And PBS was basically the place where it was like it's safe. You're safe there. You won't see anything mess the freak up. And well, they adopted Teletubbies and it worked all the way to the point of where it got canceled. And then someone else thought, hey, I could try to rip off the Teletubbies and also get their stardom too, which is called Boova. Yes. Oh my gosh, they went even more crazy than freaking Teletubbies. So for me, I was like, Teletubbies, okay. I'm not like an avid freaking fan. I know a friend of mine was an avid fan. Yeah, too bad he lost Tinky Winky when we went to sleepaway trip. Yeah, I tried to replace it for him, but I couldn't find it. Nowadays, it's like, yeah, it's kind of embarrassing if I actually try to still do it to this day. But I think the best way of seeing the Teletubbies is because of freaking The Simpsons. The fact that they showed that they could shoot beams out of their freaking antennas. Not to mention what Mad TV did to Teletubbies. So with all out of the way, the Teletubbies got reinvigorated. Looks like Canada also was a part of this. So we got Canada and we got the UK both shaking hands saying, good show. And Netflix got it. Netflix got them too. So now they got the Netflix money. So what happened with the Netflix money? Well, we're gonna go with the crazy insane thing because I am crazy insane and I like to make people laugh. So we're gonna go with my stupid ideas because it's funny. Well, number one, what they did was they changed the interior because if you remember the interior from the 90s, it was creepy as fuck. It was okay, but technically it was too dark and creepy as fuck. Now they made it all good. They got freaking lights. They even put a sunroof. I think they had a sunroof in the original one too. Yeah, just like in the original, let's say the original housing design. Either way, oh yeah, not to mention, holy frick, they jump up like a freaking damn champion. Like, oh my gosh, it's like as if, of course, as you can know, it's CGI when they jump up there. But it's like, whoa, what the frick? It's like, whoa, they freaking jump up there as if they're freaking fast. Like, they got super jumps up in this. But anyways, besides the super jumps and most likely what is teleporting, which they did that in the back in the day too. The interior has been painted. It's painted most likely the same color as was before, but it's so good. And Nunu got a freaking redesign. And for those who don't know who Nunu is, it's a freaking AI eccentric vacuum cleaner. It's not one that will snap and talk back to you. It's just one that does its job. Basically, it's a Roomba, but it's a big fat Roomba. So I think with everything out of the way, besides talking about how things are different, which I think the windmill was better in the original version. Sorry to be a jerk, but yeah, the windmill effect was better in the other version. As for the whole, they lay down and they're now just giggling as if they're babies and they're trying to actually use the windmill powers to channel their inner freaking TV. Instead of their tummies being blue when it glows, it's just white now, which I'm like, that's gonna be a dull toy. Y'all guys are why? And then it showed that it's a plus button now. That was a play button, so they actually doubt, even though it's not copyrighted, they technically did the YouTube thing. It's like, I don't think YouTube can copyright that anyways, right? But either way, they have a plus button that they push upon versus, I think they actually just focused on the TV and it worked. Yeah, now they need to touch upon their stomach, a person's stomach. And it's like, I think that's a step down, don't you think? All right, so what happened in the very first episode? It is called Bubbles. So what happened is that they basically came out, and then all of a sudden there's a pink bubble floating around, and I'm like, okay, so what happened was some kid or an adult took some whiff of helium and then blew a big bubble, and the bubble got away from them, and it went so damn far that it went into their location. There we go. It's like, yes, there we go. It's like, oh my gosh, are you stupid? I think that's the funniest idea to go with. At least the good news is that there's a better idea of what happens later, but it's funny just to talk about this now because I was like looking at it and then the bubble flew away and almost went to the windmill. I'm like, oh fuck, what happens when the bubble pops? It's gum. It's going to frick up that windmill. It's like, yeah, and the Teletubbies don't know how to freaking clean a windmill. Nunu is not climbing accessible, so he can't climb up there and absorb all the freaking gooey goo, gooey bubblegum goo. And it's like, whoa, they're fucked. If the windmill's destroyed, they're kind of fucked. I'm pretty sure the windmill is for their electricity and also to channel their powers to be able to watch people from around the globe. Yeah, we're not going to talk about this whole thing of where it's like, dude, I'm pretty sure it's either A, Peking Tom's, or B, Elmo's idea, which is Elmo's world ideas, which is like, they're in a separate dimension and they're here to freaking entertain these four. Because if they don't entertain them, we don't know what happens when they're not entertained. Besides, maybe they're just only going to watch it one time. But of course, like usual, they will watch it twice. So basically, we just have a girl, or should I say woman, sorry, a woman, which she's not bad, man. I mean, seriously, she's not bad. They give her a crappy song to sing, but it's like, it's a kid's song. But I'm still saying, if she sings something else, I'm pretty sure she actually looks very, very good. She's very good. Oh my goodness, yeah, she's not bad. But it's like that song there basically lowers the attractiveness. That's how it works, you know? It's like I can't go out in the street and sing to a girl, a woman, I love you, you love me, and you think she actually will be so attracted and be like, oh baby. No, she'll be like, what the fuck is this? Are you serious? You think the romantic song to get me to be swoon is freaking Barney's? Get the fuck out of here. And then she's gonna tell the whole entire neighborhood, and I'm basically fucked. It's like, yes. So take it from me. Even though I never did it, but I'm like, of course I never did it. That's stupid. Don't ever use any song that is from freaking Sesame Street, Barney, or any freaking TV show that's for little babies or little toddlers. Because if you try to, you have just a 1% chance that a person's like, oh, that's my song when I was little. Other than that, you're going to get laughed out. It'll be messed the freak up. Okay, anyway, so that's basically it, and it does make me be like, yeah, I wouldn't mind actually getting blown into a bubble as if I'm freaking Gilda the Good Witch from Wizard of Oz. So they watched it 2 times, then guess what? It's time for them to get some food, even though, lo and behold, they didn't even get any of that food. Yeah, I didn't see them eat. All I saw them was like, oh, it's time to do the freaking thing. Because we got this money now, you don't have to sit at the damn table. No, now we actually did something that's Disney related. Now we made it so that the thing that actually gives you the food is a ride that you can ride while it's getting prepared. Thinking about it, I'm saying, dude, I'm pretty sure Pee Wee Herman's jealous of that shit. He's like, I'm pretty sure he will be extremely jealous of that. So it turns out that the freaking tubby porridge, I guess that's what it was called, it actually shoot the pink bubbles. So that's the thing that actually shot the bubbles. So I guess there was prepping the food, and that's what happened. I think that's the best thing to actually say, that that's where the bubbles came from. So then after that, they all got put into a bubble as if they are Gilda the Good Witch from Wizard of Oz. All 4 of them. Then it pops, and well, we get to see what their bedrooms look like. How the fuck do they have a 1-room apartment? It's like, damn, what the frick? It's like, let me try to remember. I think it was bigger than that. I think it was bigger than that back in the day. So you're telling me that they got renovations, but then they said fuck it on actually making like a little bit more. It's like you pretty sure think there should be like a little bit more levels down there, you know? And who knows, maybe there's more levels. It's just that, but they're too stupid to actually know that to press a button and go down to the second level or third level. I'm sorry to say this, but yeah, I'm pretty sure they got screwed over, even though they're like, yeah, we just made sure that it's nice and lighting over here, and we even put some foliage over here so it can actually look pretty and it ties up the house. So the craziest part is, besides, the goop was on them and Nunu actually was cleaning up, is that they have frick uh Nomotelbies. No one fuck. I forgot what their name of the new freaking babies they have. Yes, they have fucking babies. Oh my gosh, that means they multiplied. And I think there's 6 to 8 babies in there. Oh my gosh, it's an invasion. Oh my gosh, they're gonna invade us. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we got a blue one now. We have an orange one now. It's time for their nap. The other ones were already asleep, but the main 4 that might take their place someday, they need to go down in a nap. I think Ba was one of them, and then fuck, so many. It's like I just the information is not important to me that I just been like, whoop. It's just gone. But yes, they have babies. Yes, the Teletubbies technically have babies that they are taking care of. Kind of. They're not feeding them or anything, but, well, they're in their same house, so it's either that or their freaking moms or dads or whatever were like, hey, listen, you got more children now, so these are your younger sisters and brothers, and we don't have any place to put them in our house, so they're gonna live with you now. It's like, what the freak? So that's what's going on, is that now they have 6 to 8 children in their house, as well as those 4, which is like, I'm pretty sure we can say that those 4 are the big kids, and here's these little kids. Unless they actually are the parents, then fuck, man. They intermingled, and holy frick. It's like, holy frick. So yeah, oh my gosh, what the fuck. All right, then after that, it's time to say bye to them. And I'm like, wait, hold on. So hold on 1 second. So these episodes are just 15 minutes. I'm pretty sure they were able to actually do more, back in the day. I think they did 30, of course. It wasn't 2 episodes in one day. Well, whatever. Whatever is y'all prerogative. So then they have to say goodbye, and they did the same thing as before. And oh yeah, I just remembered, they didn't even have a freaking bunny running around. So they don't have any wildlife anymore that actually is affecting them in any way. So the bunnies that usually you see, they didn't have the bunnies in this one. Damn. Why? Damn, why not? And of course, they do the same thing of where it's like they teleport over there. They're like, okay, it's time to go, and then they say psych, and then after that they go for real, and then they go back into their house, and then that's it. Note, the announcer is different. Instead of someone who's like, yes, I am a true British man, it's more of the kind of like modern British man. Is like, oh, good day to you. It's time for the Teletubbies. It's like, yeah, it's down. It's a little bit downer than what it usually is. Instead of majestic, it's kind of like a little bit loosey-goosey casual-less. And the announcers, there's different announcers. Like when it comes to like the speakers that usually come up from the ground, it's usually just been one woman that did it. Now it's a woman, another man, and another woman. But of course, there is, of course, one woman who's the head person who actually will be saying it the most. It's like, yeah, it's like all the other stuff, they say it. But she's the one that actually will be here. It's like, yeah, This is my shit. I was like, I'm the freaking damn leader of this shit. You won't take crap from me. I'm the last person to say crap when it comes to saying it's time for the goodbye, it's time to go to sleep. I'm saying it. Fuck you. I kind of want to see how that plays out. I want to see their headquarters and how it's like, damn. Of course, on the other hand, it most likely isn't like that. I'm just saying headquarters of the ones who are speaking. Other hand, it could just be AI systems, and even then, AI systems might actually do have a hierarchy. Either way, I think that's everything that needs to be mentioned. So for me, I'm like, I'm not gonna really watch. I just watched this just to get a perspective of what is different. Did they capture the same thing in the bottle, or did they actually change things up? Well, they tried to do with most things that they can. They improved on some things that they could, and they got rid of stuff that was like, yeah, but where's the whimsy? It's like, yeah, where's the damn bunnies? Where the bunnies at? But one thing that's interesting is that they replaced the child or the baby that was once the son. Of course, she's like 20 to 30 years old now. So they got a new one, and he's black, a black baby. And I'm like, one hand, awesome. On the other hand, I kind of still wish the baby was white because it's a little bit better when it comes to blending in with the sun, you know? I mean, I guess you could do it, but it's a little bit different when it comes to a black baby. And I'm not trying to say racism, self racism. I'm just saying that if we really want to actually make it seem truly realistic, the original baby was actually not like they didn't do crap to her. They made sure they changed her and made it actually seem like as if she is the son. She's part of the son. This guy, he is a part of the sun, but he's only in the middle of it. It's kind of like the freaking line for MGM, which is not bad, but I'm just saying, I still prefer having it not to be like, oh, see, baby son, versus it's the son, but it's also a baby. Yeah, hopefully you understand the difference. A baby that's a son, or a son that actually is a baby. It's amazing how they made her look like the sun versus, man, they just put a freaking border around this baby with the sun border around this baby, and they were saying, okay, we're good enough. It's like, the frick, man? It's like, that frick, man is like, hey, who's doing the sun? A black person? Oh, I know that's messed up to say, but it's like, dude, it seems to me that that was a little bit lazy, in my opinion. I mean, it's less work. Good job for you, but for me personally, I think the original one did better when it comes to the sun. Not to mention some of the cues that the baby did in the original one is a lot better than what the other one. The other one is kind of like, y'all guys didn't even try to make him Google and do stuff like the original baby, son, the sun baby, the frick, the frick. But it's like, yeah, well, I don't know what to tell you. They only have 15 minutes each for each episode. I don't know what to say besides, hey, at least the interior is less creepy than it was before. And Nunu was changed from the dark blue that can actually make you seem like dum 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 as a monster versus look, it's just a yellow and orange and pink vacuum cleaner Roomba. There's nothing to be afraid of him. So it's like, yeah. Either way, I'm not going to continue watching it. I just want to get a perspective of how it was in this new age of Teletubbies. Will it make it? Perhaps. Perhaps it'll make it. Is it sad that PBS is like, yeah, no, we good, man? Well, I think they were nah, we good, man, ever since freaking Boova. It's like ever since Boova, and you're like, okay, well, they wanted to do something. We gave them a chance, but we say no. It's like, yeah, the Teletubbies came back. They're like, no. And plus, I'm pretty sure Netflix gave them a lot of freaking damn ass money. So why in the world would they go to PBS, who's like, oh, sure. We can air your show. We'll give you a little bit of money, but your show's going to be on air at least. And we're not going to ask for any of the profits from your merchandising. Yeah, we're just going to air your show. You gave us some money. We gave you some money, but more importantly, you're able to do merchandising. We're not going to stop you from merchandising, so go right ahead. It's like, yeah, wow, I'm pretty sure when it comes to Netflix, do you actually think that Netflix is like, yeah, you can do merchandising and it all yours? It's like, hell no. I'm pretty sure Netflix is like, no, 50-50 or 60-40. It's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure with Netflix, yeah, I don't think at all you're going to get 100% of that money from that merchandising. While PBS, however, we don't know how much money did they get from the merchandising from back in the day. I'm pretty sure they cashed out a lot. They freaking just broke down and got as much money as they could. And when it was over, I'm pretty sure they made it out like freaking bandits. Like at least close to millionaires. As for them bringing them back again, is most likely because, dude, it did great back then. I'm pretty sure it can do good right now. We can make even more money. But it's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure again, PBS didn't ask for any merchandising money. They got 100% of the merchandising money. And you're telling me that the Netflix, even though Netflix paid you a lot of money when it comes to getting it on your show there, but you're going to now have to share like everything else that comes out of it. And I'm pretty sure they're going to be like, oh, you want to do a release? Well, they might let them do a release. Might. And even then, it most likely will be like a very short release. But I'm pretty sure when it comes to merchandising, I'm pretty sure merchandising isn't going to be like, oh, they get 100%. And Netflix doesn't really want merchandising. No, they're so getting some of that merchandising money. While PBS is like, do what you wish. We're cool.
Everybody say I'm a crazy man.